Hi, third graders. Happy Wednesday. I hope you had a great Monday and Tuesday. So, we're going to go ahead and get started on today's lesson. So, we're going to be doing day 2 of Lacey's travel diary. And on Monday, we did day 1, and you solved a few word problems, and you really looked at the word problems to figure out what it was asking you. And so, we're going to continue that, and then you're going to answer your questions on Canvas. So Lacie is on day 2 of her trip to Victoria Falls in Africa. She's continuing her journal entries to remember her trip. Help her figure out a few more problems throughout her trip. So she left from Florida and she traveled all the way to Africa. On Monday, I showed you the waterfall in Zimbabwe, and you can go on Google Maps and look at that if you haven't. But this is a picture of what it looks like, which is really cool. And like I said, if you go on Google Maps, you can kind of look at a 3D version of that. So we went over this on Monday as well, but these are problem-solving keywords. So when you're looking at a word problem, you have to determine, is it asking me an addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division problem? So I won't go through the list again, but if you need to pause the video and look at this, go ahead so that you can help determine what the word problem is asking you, okay? All right, this is also from Monday, but I just want to review it again. Cubes is a problem-solving strategy. So C is to circle the numbers. U is underline the question. B, box those keywords that were at the slide before. E, eliminate any extra information. And also E is evaluate what steps you take. And then S is to solve. Okay, so diary entry 4, day 2. So I'm going to read the story problem, and I want you to be thinking to yourself, what are the key words? What numbers are important? And what is the question asking me, okay? Once we got to Africa, the first thing I wanted to do was get some food. The man driving the taxi recommended Garway Restaurant. Our bill came up to $24 for my entire family, and we left a $5 tip. We each spent an equal amount. It was a delicious place. How much money did we each spend? Okay, so think to yourself, and a reminder from Monday, when she says her family, that means it's Lacie, her brother, her mom, and her dad. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and circle the numbers, which is the first step in our strategy cubes. So I'm going to circle the number 24 because that's important. It shows that they spent $24 on the bill. A $5 tip, that might be important, but I'm not sure yet. And it doesn't tell us the number 4, but we know that we're going to divide up the bill into 4 people because it's her family. So I'm going to circle those names, and then I'm going to put a number 4 right beside it. Okay, so let's do our next step in our strategy is underline the question. So the question is, how much money did we each spend? Underline that. All right, now we're going to box important words. If you want to go back to the problem-solving keywords, you can look, but I think that equal is really important. Each. And so if I go back to my keywords and I look at each list, I see each and equal and division. So that tells me that this is going to be a division problem. So we just identified the type of problem we will be doing. Do we need to eliminate anything in this problem? So I know that our bill came up to $25, and it said that they each equally spent the same amount. But we're only trying to figure out how much money they each spent with the bill. So the $5 tip is not important. So we're going to go ahead and cross off that number. Okay? So now it is time to solve. So we are going to do $24, and we're trying to divide that equally up into 4 people. So if I'm going to do a circle for each person, and I'm going to count up to 24 to determine how much money they each spent. And we've been doing this, and so if you just practice what we've been doing, then hopefully it should be easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So if we count the dots that was in each circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 in all of them. Okay, so 24 divided by 4 is they each spent $6. Oops, too many zeros. All right, and if you look at the menu over here, I actually found the menu to this African restaurant, so you can check that out. All right, let's move on to day 2 entry, or entry 5, day 2. We went to a safari. It was called Hwange National Park. There, I saw a lot of animals. I saw 2 lions, 10 elephants, 105 wild beasts, 8 rhinos, 23 gazelles, and a giraffe in the first hour. How many animals did I see in all during the first hour? All right, let's start our cubes. We're going to circle keyword numbers. So we have 2, 10, 105, 8, 23. And this is a giraffe, which means 1. So I'm going to go ahead and circle that giraffe. And now we're going to underline the question. How many animals did I see in the first hour? We're going to put a box around important words. How many animals did I see in all? Wonder what we're going to be doing. Eliminate any extra information. I think all this information is pretty important. And so now we're going to solve. Okay, if it says in all, what are we doing in this problem? Hopefully you said addition. We are completing an addition problem. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to do 105 plus 10 plus 2 plus 8 plus 23 plus 1. Lots of numbers. Okay, I have a line right there. So we're going to do the ones place first. So 5 plus 0 is 5. Then we add 2. That's 7. Then we add 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. Then you do 1 plus 1 is 2. And so all together, they saw 129 animals in the first hour. All right, and now we're going to go on to diary entry 6. Day 2 of our trip was very tiring. When we got to the hotel, we had to find a parking spot. There were 10 rows with 7 cars in each row. How many parking spots were there? Okay, so we have 10 rows with 7 cars in each. It's asking us how many parking spots were there. And we are going to put a square around, do I see any keywords? No, I'm not sure if I see any keywords. So I'm going to skip that step, and then maybe we can determine what type of question it is at the end. We don't need to eliminate any information. So now it's time to solve. So we're going to just go ahead and draw a picture. So 10 rows with 7 cars. So if I draw 10 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's my 10 rows. And I'm going to draw 7 cars in each. So I'm just going to put a red dot to count as my 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to continue that. 1, 2. Okay. And so 4, 5, 6, 7. I could add, but because this is so many dots, I'm going to take a shortcut and I'm going to multiply. So it looks like we're doing a multiplication problem. And we have been working on multiplication arrays. So we kind of made an array here. So now it's time to solve. So if we have 10 rows, we're going to do 10. And how many times are we counting? And 7 times. 10 times 7 equals. So you can count it up, or if you already know your multiplication facts, you could know that 10 times 7 is 70 parking spots. Okay. All right. So that is all that you're going to be doing today for our lesson. You need to get onto Canvas and complete the exit ticket, and I will be seeing you on Friday. Hope you have a great day.